Well, good evening, guys. It's Sunday night, and now that everybody's brackets have completely exploded, which will probably lead us to a question for later on in the course as to whether this current NCAA tournament has been an economic success, considering what we are seeing going on with the college equivalent of small market teams coming in and having success at the expense of large market teams. We're actually going to start moving towards that direction this week. It's hopefully going to be a little bit more interesting than the dry, boring, almost legalistic stuff that you've seen in the last few chapters. This week, we can actually move into something where, as fans, I think we'll be a little bit more vocal, a little bit more passionate about it. But what I'd like to be on the lookout for as you move into Chapter 5 this week is this whole idea of competitive balance. Is competitive balance good economically for sport? We have seen arguments on both sides, and we've seen many responses to this question of competitive balance. I think a lot of us have heard it said, boy, the NFL would be happy if every team was 8-8. Major League Baseball, a number of years ago, expanded the playoffs to 2 rounds, and the wild card has come in. And has that increased interest for fans, or has it not? What else has gone on in trying to promote competitive balance? Well, I think the obvious thing that comes to mind for us is the draft. The reverse order draft, a uniquely American feature that we see. Salary caps are going to be under discussion this week. An issue that has worked well in the NFL. It's worked somewhat okay in the NBA because you see the soft cap, and anybody who can explain the NBA salary cap has got to be some kind of wizard. And then some things that aren't mentioned in the text per se, but we're going to look also, and I will be offering some observations later this week, the way some leagues in other countries handle things. For instance, in soccer, in most of the world, there's a system called relegation and promotion, which has tremendous economic impact on a team and on a league. So what I'd like you to do is to go through Chapter 5 rather carefully and look at some of these options that people have used, proposed. Where do they fit? What does it mean? Is it really important to have a winning team in a large market? Is it really important to have revenues be equalized? What does revenue sharing mean for teams? I think we're going to have much more fun with this week's discussion. So get started on it. Chapter 5 is very well put together. You may find some technical economics jargon again in there. Yes, there's equations with symbols and Greek letters. Don't let that intimidate us. Don't let that get us bogged down. Try to cut through that and get to the concept of what we're talking about. The whole issue then this week is competitive balance. How does it affect things economically? The discussion got a little bit livelier towards the end of the week when we started to talk more about Jerry Jones and Mike Brown. Let's try to get this going a little bit earlier this week. I realize now that the material we've had up until this point has been a little bit dry. I admit it myself. Not something I'm interested in as a fan. Now we're getting to stuff that really kind of gets the competitive juices flowing, and I think we can have more fun with it. So I'm looking forward to your participation this week. I have the opening PowerPoint, this opening video, and has been the practice for the first 3 weeks of the course. Keep in touch with the unit. It will grow as the week goes and as I add more material after I see how things are going. All right, so this is the message is try to step it up. Let's get some more lively discussion going. And if there's any questions at all, please contact me. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Okay, thank you very much.